Welcome to the Room Makeover Series, presented by Square One and Grapevine Designs. This is part 3 of the Reimers project. I'm your host, Monica. Let's go see how the makeover is doing.
My name's Juan. I'm the owner-operator of JamFab Manufacturing. We're specializing in custom architectural metal. Our schedule is beyond swamped right now, but we couldn't say no to this. We're gonna really do the best that we can and make sure that they get an absolutely pristine product in the end.
Our part of the scope for the project and our contribution will be to update those railings. I'm sure it's a bit of a blank canvas right now, but as the pieces get layered in, it's going to be incredible.
So we got the original top rails from the Reimers. Now, as you can see, they are big and clunky and they're wood. I don't like wood. I'm a metal guy. So here's the typical type of material we use. This is just 1/2 inch by 2 inch resistance welded tube. All right, so how are we gonna make something flat like this, curved like that wood? Well, we're gonna use this hydraulic roller here. This is the material that we were talking about that we're gonna be using, tubing. We will use this for our top rail. However, because of the tonnage that this machine applies, it's gonna start collapsing and kinking the corners. So whenever we do a curved rail, we'll switch over to the same kind of material, but it's gonna be a solid flat bar. You can see they're the exact same size. By rolling flat bar on here, it's gonna eliminate the kinks. It's also gonna give us a really strong top rail and allow us to get that twist into it.
I met Jody and Chris probably 20 years ago. Jody and I instantly hit it off. And yeah, she wanted somebody to be in the room when she had Caleb and take video. And even though I was a bit scared about it and nervous, I was like, of course I can do this for my friend. So yeah, I saw Caleb come into the world. It was a very special moment. When I first heard the news about Caleb, I actually was on my phone reading the news article, and I threw my phone across the room because as soon as I saw Caleb's name, I couldn't believe it. And right away I texted Jody, and she just texted back a broken heart emoji.
She read the name, disbelief. Like, no, it's another Caleb, it's somebody else, right? Like, it can't be. Not believing this could be happening to someone that we know, and to 3 young boys that, honestly, they had the rest of their lives ahead of them, right? It really makes you cherish what you have, maybe heighten your awareness as to the people that are in your circle. That's the important thing in life.
I met Lisa randomly a few years ago when I still was operating my custom designer cookie business. I don't even know that she knew the connection we had with the Reimers.
The great thing about Lisa is that she has a design idea, but she also really cares about what the contractor or ourselves, the craftsmen, think about the design. So she's very open to getting input from us, very open with how we think it should be made. For me, that's incredibly important because we don't want to just be told what to do. We want to be part of the process, right? Because we're really just working together to achieve a goal.
I love like all of these little things. Oh wow, these are salt and peppers.
Do you know what this is?
I think you would sit it in a dish and put flowers in it, something like that. Where the stairs is, with a big tree in it or something would be nice. We're at Revamp Furniture Garage. Every time we come in, there's just new and exciting little things to see. We still need to get basically everything for the living room, dining room, and then of course, accessories.
I think it's kind of good when you come and you don't have something in mind because you're always surprised. At some point in my life, I am gonna have a rolling ladder across a bookshelf.
Some beautiful tables.
Does she sell her trees?
It looks like it's healthy, but it's a bit big. I love all the like architectural things that I find here. What on earth would this be?
I feel like she kind of nailed it in her tagline, making the old look new and the new look old. But like, you just don't know which is which.
Okay, so yeah, we're just lining everything up. Biggest thing is make the veins all line up. Piece one that's gonna go up here, it's gonna go this elevation right across to this line here. Once that side's complete, then we put this piece in. My name is David, I'm from Apex Granite. Today we're gonna be installing full wall backsplash from Silestone Calcutta Gold Suede. Difference between this type of material to most quartz countertops, this one actually has a very soft, kind of unfinished polish to it. You can almost feel the different veins in it, which is actually kind of impressive that they can make it from an engineered stone.
I wonder what this is. Like, it's got kind of a spike on the end. Might have been broken off, maybe.
Gate or something?
Oh yeah, maybe it was part of a gate. That is clearly not going to be lifted up. This is a very cool. I'm surprised she keeps these all alive.
Well, I kill everything.
Yeah. I just like these for me. Ouch! Oh, that is the cutest. Oh wow, there's a whole thing of dried florals back here.
A lot of broken crystal in here.
We should check out this blue rug. That could be interesting somewhere.
So it's those little tiny diamonds on the edges. If you actually look, you can kind of see the little glitters. Most blades actually cut stone. This actually scratches its way through.
I always get worried about like hanging up on finding this one specific thing that seems like it's gonna be an easy find. And then we spend hours trying to find this thing that doesn't exist.
Oh, here's a coffee table. It's low like the sofa.
I was gonna say more low.
But if I did something like that with a low sofa, I mean.
Do you wanna move it downstairs?
But really, we have to think, like, are we gonna go all low? Because it doesn't feel right to me for that room, so maybe that's a no.
Do you feel like you have a handle on the aesthetic?
No.
It's kind of like,
Not at all.
I feel like it's kind of like romantic, boho, a little bit, no?
We could use those chairs with that sofa. These would sit where the dining table is. Here, I can go backwards. Here, I'm not in heels. They'll never be in heels. Okay. Here, so it's more centered. I think this could work. Does that make it look bigger?
Yeah.
It's like all the same. This is not feather.
It's like we're actually using up all of our part two. I like when that happens. We're gonna have to drill for the water line.
Oh, this rug. Love this rug. I feel like we need to buy this rug. So we have found some exciting options. Coffee table and some accent chairs and area rug. And then we are gonna have tons of accessories available here for us. So super excited about that. How do you feel about the sofa?
Well, it'll be taller than the ledge. Are you thinking to set right up against it?
Well, it would have to be pretty close because
The fireplace?
it's 98 by 39, 110. It'll come to there. From here, where the line is, to there, all the way. I almost feel like we need a rug under here because that's a lot of blonde wood together.
So, a little site update at the Reimers house. Front entry's kind of coming together a little bit here. We're using it more as kind of an interim space. We've got Jamfab's railings, their spindles. This is kind of setting up shop for them in preparation today to do the stairs.
Jamfab, those are my initials, JAM, and been doing this 20 years now. Spent a couple years out of high school working for a family business, learning what not I wanted to do, and I went straight into trades pretty quick. This isn't just a railing for me, it's a little more personal. We don't sell off-the-shelf product. Everything's custom built. High-end clientele want custom, right? They don't want just something that anyone can make or anyone can buy. We're focusing on railings, hood fans, fireplaces, and we're really busy with metal and glass doors at the moment. Cody's caught on very quickly. His attention to detail is very good. So it's not just being a welder or a fabricator, you gotta have an artistic side as well to see something and visualize it before it's even there. I got 34.5 over here.
Is it floor level?
No, floor's not level.
Because nothing is ever level. But that's okay.
Railings are now design driven, and then they just happen to be a guardrail. So when you look at it that way, then you build it with the design intent first. We know it's going to be strong, but I think that's kind of what set us apart from a lot of different guys, is that we take more of an artistic design approach. Everything that we use is a solid 5/8 picket. Everything's cold rolled steel, so it's already clean. And all our posts here are going to be face mounted on the riser, so it's even a cleaner, stronger look. It looks simple, but there's going to be a lot of nice little details that you're really not going to notice.
One year at Christmas, customer's husband passed away, and she gave me a bunch of Crown Royal bottles. And I gave them away to friends and people for gifts, and then I kept the bags. My name's Justin Wilson, and I'm here from Banner Carpets. This is literally the best undercushion. I remember working 12-hour days for Dad sometimes and earning 60 bucks in a day. My young helper makes $20 an hour, and they're not fast. My dad, what I heard from him all my life, which annoyed me, was always hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. He's like, hurry up and go do the stairs, he would say to me. And I'd say, yeah, they're done already. Okay, well, hurry up and go do that then. He'd just give me something else to do and tell me to hurry up at the same time.
So his father, Ben, who is absolutely incredible installer and a wonderful person, used to install with Banner Carpets for years and years, and Justin started installing with him. My name is Chelsea Grascio, and I work with Banner Carpets. We're based out of Vancouver, BC.
He worked with a lot of asbestos tiles when he was younger, where they used to cut them, sand them, refinish them, and so forth. He lost one lung completely to scarring, and then the scarring spread to his other lung, and it just took a matter of time, basically, till it was... even at the early stages of his illness, he was still working. He worked up until he was 68 years old. The only person that would really get it was my father, and then there's nobody to really understand the little things about the job. And everything else is going to come out of my truck. I don't want to roll it out more than that, because a bird flies by and poops on it, then I get less carpet.
When we look back in history, carpet was the main choice of flooring throughout the whole home. Main floor, it was in bathrooms, it was truly everywhere. Now we're seeing a lot more hard surface, and for a long time, people were putting hard surface everywhere, thinking that was the best option for dust and allergies and asthma. There's been a lot of research done now that actually shows your best option is to put in 100% wool carpet. If you have hard surface everywhere, all those allergens and debris will circulate in the air, and you're gonna breathe them in as opposed to having them stay somewhere that they can be then removed. Carpet on stairs is definitely something that we haven't really seen go away. If you have a very neutral, hard surface throughout, you can do something that's a little more impactful. It gives you this really beautiful texture and feel, and is visually appealing on the stairs.
The idea is that you want the carpet to be nice and tight to the stair without it being puffed up. See, it's all nice and tight the way it's supposed to be, but it's just got a little twist. You can see something in there that's yellow. It's a piece of plastic that has nothing to do with part of the carpet. I told you I'm a perfectionist. So you can go home and install your own carpet now?
We are just a few days away from the big reveal, and there is a lot going on today. We have Jam Fab doing the railings, the furniture's coming today. We've got painting, construction of the kitchen. It is a good mess. Let's go see what's going on. Floating shelves. This is something I've never seen in a kitchen before, not having cabinets. Oh, these are so beautiful. Look at these. We're 3 days from the big reveal.
Yep.
Tell us what's happening today.
Lots. We're doing a lot of catch up. We have furniture coming in because we couldn't get it here any later. And it is terrible timing for that. We've got Jam Fab in here. They're doing their stairs. We just had the painter leave. He's gonna have to come up and do touch-ups. We have cabinet guys finishing up so that electricians can finish. We found out we have a couple more drywall patches, which is terrible. The fireplace tile. Guy's supposed to be coming today.
Today.
Hopefully. So he's gotta level it, place it, grout it, all before Friday. And then a clean.
Hey, way more than I thought was going on today.
A lot of stuff happening, and it's
So definitely not ideal for the furniture to be coming today.
no.
First time doing it against carpet?
Yeah.
What's the challenge of doing it on carpet?
You burn the carpet?
If that's strong enough. Everyone is working so hard, and I'm doing limbo. But there's too many cooks in the kitchen. It's not my expertise. I can't help. I constantly need to be needed to feel validated, so. This giant moving truck is our furniture. Oh man, there's so much furniture. Tell me a little bit about what Winmar does as a company.
People get a flood or a fire and their home is in chaos and they don't know what to do. So they call a company like us and they're in a panic and we come in there and basically we try and just make them comfortable in the worst situation they can be in.
As a sponsor on this project and having the opportunity to help expedite kind of this whole process that we've got going on, what's one of the most exciting things about this project for you?
It's really nice to know that we're helping somebody. Before restoration, I was building homes and doing renovations, basically, a lot of it.
How has this project changed kind of the way you think about that kind of work?
I think it's just better for somebody that they can just enjoy something. It's less for them to deal with mentally, and it's just more of a surprise.
I've definitely never thought about it that way, about the amount of mental stress that goes into renovating a house and how...
They think about doorknobs, they think about you know, the colors of everything. Does it match? Is the floor the same throughout?
I never even thought about that. I would be so stressed.
The problem was on the drawers, so we changed the drawers to these ones.
Oh, I got
To an actual pull.
Juan's ahead of schedule.
Wire's not long enough.
Great. Perfect. What do you want to do?
I can't fish it through.
What do you think about construction?
The challenging components of trying to work with designers who have a vision, but sometimes obstructions come in the way and you're trying to figure out what's the best way to still get this kind of look with what the situation is there. So I do enjoy the puzzle. Do you have anywhere we can make...
What was your first construction job?
We had always helped out my dad and my grandpa installing cabinets and moving stuff, building boxes and doing that. So we got paid in ice cream.
There you go. That is fair pay when you're younger.
Perfect. Is that going to give you enough to fish through?
Basically, it's got to go a little bit. Yeah, it should be enough.
Sure?
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't say whoa. Throw a little twisty on there.
That's it?
And now they're connected. Plus our electricians are coming tomorrow, so he can double check my work.
So much simpler than rewiring something did in my brain.
Only solutions.
That's the end of part 3. Don't forget to subscribe so you're updated when we release the final episode. If you'd like to nominate someone for a future episode, visit squareone.ca/makeover. And if you'd like to learn more about Lisa and Grapevine Designs, visit grapevinedesigns.ca. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the finale.
When we looked at it, it looked centered.
Yeah.
But now that you have the light hanging there, clearly it's not.
Yeah.
To be honest, girls, I feel like this doesn't feel right, this orientation. What's happened now isn't working.
The only thing, as soon as we twist this, we have to repair that seal.
It's too wide.
This is so bad. How are we gonna fix that?
We weren't gonna do drywall after this. It was supposed to go on top of the studs.
I see.
Fan is just supposed to slide on top.
by 40 and a half, right?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be 35 inches. It's oversized, and now we have to do drywall. So it's a big mess up.